Also in this section, if you look at the lyrics here, you can change the transition right here for those lyrics to 0, where they just change. I believe it goes up to 5. You can type that in if needed. The background, and you can see that change. Typically we'll never go up to 5, but if this is a foreground image such as a picture or videos, that's what's going to change the transition. Typically on a Sunday I have this on 0.5, which is a good clean crisp transition, but fast enough one that it goes by pretty fast. Over here we have an outline for words. I'll get a background going again here. We typically don't use outline. It kind of muddies things up. We typically only use shadow. I can take shadow off, click on it, and you see nothing there. So that's kind of what that is. This right here toggles the size, so you see your entire close to your entire presentation, all the way to one slide. So user preference right there. Under here, this is where we have our jump back videos. Like I said, I showed you how to Command or Apple. You can move those around. Also, as needed, if you right click, you can loop, stop, or palindrome these backgrounds. Usually I try to have them on loop. That's the best case scenario. You don't see a change. Palindrome is the next best case scenario. It looks like, typically I use that for camera shots, kind of has the illusion that the camera is going back and forth. And then if there's nothing else, like say it's a wave crash. Waves don't exactly, it's panning, don't look good looping. It looks like it skips, it loops. A palindrome doesn't look right because all of a sudden the wave is coming forward and then it's going back. So for a wave, for instance, or a sunrise, sunset, it would be on stop. So that's something you can do on the fly. Transitions for these videos are down here on the bottom. You can bring it down to 0, where it's a really fast transition, as you see up there, or up to 5 as well, in a very slow transition. Typically I have this between 1.5 and 2. And as well, you can make that smaller or bigger on your preferences. You can add a background by clicking that and that plus sign and going to your hard drive and finding backgrounds if you need to add one. Over here, under the preview window, or your window seeing what's happening, you have a library with songs. Typically, your playlist will be completely done, but if you need to add a playlist or a song to the playlist, you click on the song, or you can type in the song, such as mystery, and you'll hold down the mouse, left click of the mouse, or the clicker on the laptop, drag and drop, and you see the plus sign, and it will add to your playlist, or it should add. Let me save that. There we go. Now it shows up. You can delete it by pressing delete, or again right-clicking or control-clicking, and remove duplicate as well. Typically you won't have to duplicate, but you can remove from playlist. So that's how you can find songs like there. As the playlist, typically we have this. Different playlists from different weeks. I have this week 06 and next week 613 ready to go. Of course, group link, Christmas celebrations from past chapels, and so forth. And then that shows you the titles in those playlists. Under this playlist, we have announcements. This is typically good for if we need to put up a number for a kid that Upstreet or Wombaland brings us. You can type in Wombaland, number of the kid, say 24, and you can show that. Now it'll pop up on the screen here. You can format that like any slide. You can change the size, the color, where it is in relation to the screen. you can hide it or show it from that section as well. Also, we have the countdown here. You can type in the amount of minutes, say, 17. That's just kind of a visual reference. It can show you a countdown to time or countdown timer. And then you can format that as well, different colors, different locations, fonts, and sizes. You can change, and this is where you actually change the time to 17 minutes, and then you can start it. Or you can have leading zeros. So many different ways of doing that. Start and stop right there, pretty easy. So that's kind of a basic overview of what you see here on the main screen. A couple places that you need to go to typically will be preferences. Preferences shortcut key is Command or Apple comma. Under here you have general. Typically we don't have to worry about general. Displays is where we usually have to go. This is where we update or get the canvas working with ProPresenter. That is found under foreground settings. So you click enable Firewire. Of course, it's not hooked in, so it will not show up, but it will show up under the Firewire here, and that needs to be enabled. A couple things to make things look good, but these are usually all enabled, is deinterlace, fields, and high quality. Both these are typically clicked or should be clicked, and that will allow you to have the best video possible. Other things you might have to deal with are screen sizes, heights, and widths. Typically, this is good. This mirrors what we have in system preferences. So if you went to system preferences to displays and you look at your secondary display, this usually should mirror what is in here. So just make sure that you take note with that. This the display setting in ProPresenter for the secondary screen needs to mirror the option for the secondary screen. So that is what that is for. Also, this isn't showing it here, but this typically needs to be 60 Hertz, which is NTSC, North America's video standard for the screens as well. Best for video is good to have clicked and so forth. Again, you click on that by going to the tab here, going to Preferences, or Command or Apple comma is the shortcut for that. Past that, when you need to import a presentation, what you would do is, let me extract this first. You would go ahead and click on the playlist, have it highlighted in blue. You would go to your Finder, go to where the ProPresenter export is, double click on it. It'll give you this window asking to import a library only, import a current playlist, create new playlist. Typically you want to import it into the playlist, continue, apply to all when it comes to quips and everything here, and click right over. That way you enter in the new data and then it is ready to go. So that is an overview of ProPresenter. I'm sorry if that has gone too fast. Hopefully you'll be able to play this back as needed, and you can be able to see what I did again and again and as such. So thank you for watching. Again, I hope this helps, and I will see you some Sunday or sometime in the future. Thanks.